We are Data Haiti, and this is our pitch. How do we address the issue of cholera and other waterborne illnesses in Haiti? There are many organizations, countless organizations, that are on the ground right now that are entirely dedicated to addressing this issue. Some organizations work in public health, some of the organizations work on sanitation projects, others focus on hygiene, others focus on water. And one of the things that we realized as a team is that not all of these organizations have the same consistent level of efficacy in meeting the needs of reducing cholera and reducing waterborne illness in the country. And we felt that there needs to be a way to bring those organizations that are doing a better job and meeting those specific health outcomes that we all agree are the issues that need to be solved. We need to find a way to recognize who's there doing a better job of that, bring them a little bit above the fold, and facilitate their interaction with communities and with other organizations that facilitate their processes.
All right. What is the main goal of this particular venture? Well, in the wake of the Haiti earthquake and in the wake of the outbreak of cholera in Haiti, there is an urgent need to begin the empowerment of rural communities, actually all the communities in general, so that we can influence behavioral change. And this is very important because anything that we do, but behavioral change will be able to actually assist in the complete eradication of the cholera in Haiti. And in order to do so, frankly, we came up with an idea of building a very comprehensive, user-friendly, very informational type of database that not only the government, but also the partner organization will be able to use as a resources, things like that. The government itself will be able to actually not only allocate, but monitor the resources throughout the country using this kind of information that we'll be providing. We hope that this particular database can be housed at a local university, hopefully, and then the students from that particular university and the faculty will be able actually to make it a viable one. So ultimately, what we'd like to see happening is that this particular database be used by the donors, be used by higher education institutions in the United States, and also a foundation and other organizations within here. But the ultimate goal really is to do the best we can in order to influence behavioral change in Haiti, which is very important, which is necessary in order to eradicate cholera in Haiti.
So basically, the data that's contained in this database is an evaluation of different partner organizations that are out in Haiti right now. This can include organizations dedicated to water sourcing, to public health, or water sanitation in general. So we are measuring each of these organizations against key performance criteria. So that can include things like credibility with the local people. It can include transparency and a variety of other factors which we think are important in determining the efficacy of that organization. As an objective third-party source, we're hoping that this can give us credibility in deeming which of these organizations merit increased sponsorship, increased aid, increased opportunity for partnership when it comes to looking at which of the local communities should be working with these organizations. So we think this can be a really valuable resource for a variety of stakeholders moving forward.
So the plan is we would be going to local communities, identify their needs, and using this database, coming up with a list of organizations or partner organizations that best fit their needs, that would be able to respond to what they're looking for. And also, this tool would allow those partner organizations to maximize impact and also provide a mechanism for them to self-evaluate. And last would be the local government. Using this data, they would be more informed and use their time more efficiently. And as far as responding to knowing where to go and where exactly the needs are. And for the donors, it would be a sort of a guide as to who to invest, where to put their money in, because they have all this information about the different organizations out there, so they know exactly who is doing what and where their money is going.
So to talk about sort of next steps and how we think we should pilot this, I think the first part is really identifying a region within Haiti and local communities within that region, so picking a specific area to pilot. In addition, identifying leaders in the community who have, hopefully proactively shown interest in eradication efforts in their area. So it could be anybody like community leaders in the church or in educational institutions. At the same time, we also obviously need to get a bunch of experts together to sort of help us begin the data collection and database building process. So it's about identifying a mechanism, so a database that's going to work, collecting data, working with partner organizations to collect their data, and we know that that's a big roadblock, a big challenge, so trying to figure out actually how to collaborate with them and partner with them. And then identifying and sort of defining the key metrics and the key indicators that we want to be the output, and that we really think can help us figure out where the impact is. So those are sort of the immediate next steps. Pick a place to pilot and start building a database. In terms of funding, we've thought a lot about short-term funding versus long-term. So in the short term, we really feel this needs to get money from grants and donors. And then in the long term, after we've been able to build credibility with the database, we feel like and that's actually key to be able to create revenue from this, is to build a subscription-based model for the partner organizations or donors who want to be able to use the database. And in addition, charge fees for consultative services for the partner organizations to be able to help them better leverage the data and connect with communities who are in need.